G'day folks, and welcome to World of Tanks with the magnificent Margon. Well, this morning I did promise you, today, however, whatever time you get to see this video, I was going to show you my reckless moment in the M5 Stuart that actually works out to be a good maneuver. Now, I am playing with... where has all my controls gone? Let's bring all this back up. I am playing with, once again, Pro and Azara. The other reason why I'm playing all the tier 4 is because Azara is only tier 4. I actually thought she was tier 5 by now, but she's close, but not close enough. Now, Pro's gone around to the right. Azara is sort of half following me. Now, I did say do not do what I'm about to do to both of them. Unless you're in a good position to get the speed to get over here, generally it doesn't work. Now, by now I would have thought people would be shooting at me. No one's actually shooting me. Now, this is a great position on this map to be in as a light tank. Look at this. Get up here. I just spotted the T150. Okay. He probably doesn't have the gun elevation. ELC's come flying in to take me out. Hasn't exactly worked for him. I've got a shot on him. I haven't reloaded in time, so I forgot about him. So you know what? Someone else can deal with him. So I keep focusing on the T150. Now I just took a big hit from that T150. But that's okay. Now, if there were other people here on this map right now, there would have been a lot more people shooting, which I would have been able to spot by now, and there's not. T150's down. That was a great thing. Now there isn't a M6 that Azara has spotted. I've just said, look, stay out of the way. Don't get shot up. Just spot. Now that's just what I'm doing. Just spotting, making sure I can get people to shoot at things. Ooh, there's a PZL F5. He's aiming for me. They've got great gun depression. So I know that I have to keep up. But you see this? Look who's beside me. There is a T150 beside me who's going to try and climb the bank there. I actually sort of said to this T150, hey, come over here. Follow me around. You can't get up there. Now the PZL F5 has pulled back, which is great. Great news for us. I can actually push up here, get on these rocks, use it as a bit of cover, and get right below this PZL F. Yeah, you can't go up there, buddy. Come over here. Come over here. That's it. Good boy. Now I've called him to come up. Now this is the best part. Like I can spot where people are for him. There goes the light tank, and this gives him this gives us a strong position. Having a T150 this far up on their map means that he can just now roll up, do whatever he wants. Now, unfortunately, Azara and Pro have died. It is hard when it happens, but we've done our jobs as the scouts on this map. Now, I'm just poking the ridge. I haven't got 6th sense, so I have to sort of go pokety poke, hoping this T150 moves up. The gun wielder has been spotted by the T150. G29 has been spotted. Now this is great. I have got a damaged gun, but I can still do damage, and that is great. These are left up on the hill there. The T29, I'll forget about him and go for the TD. Come tearing up here. He's fired. I only did 5 damage on him. Finished him off, spin around behind him, use him as cover. So if anyone does try to shoot at me, I've got cover. And keep moving. Now the T29 has been taken out. Like that is how strong it is. Now, when you are playing light tanks, whatever it may be around the tier 5 mark, in these situations, you can't just throw your tank away. You've got to know your map. And that's what I was saying in that last video. I do throw my tank away about now. Got a bit of a sore throat today too, guys, so excuse me if I don't talk properly. So So yes, this is where I thought, you know what, I can probably take Bert. And I get down here nice and close. The only thing is, I get stuck on him like this, and I went, oh shit, I need to move forward, and I can't. And that was just an unfortunate ending to a great map. Now, we have won this. Now, XVM was telling us a 52%. That's why I took that gamble. I knew that probably a lot of the players on the other team would be in that scenario. If I can shut it down and bring up the heavy forces in the middle, and that's exactly what happened in this map. It did give us a very strong advantage, and that's as simple as it gets with light tanks. Using the knowledge of the maps to be helpful to yourself and your team can be good. So it's not a matter of just doing what that ELC did. He came flying over the hill into fire. He had no real cover. He was obviously going a different direction because he came back as soon as I was spotted. He came back to that center area to try and take me on. Well, fair enough. He just didn't realise the support that was behind my tank, so it didn't help him in any way, shape or form. So, guys, look, it's as simple as that. You've got to play your light tank smart. There's no reason for doing stupid things all the time. And that's how you've got to look at it. You've got to really be smart, play smart, and do the smart things when doing your games. I can't express how many times I see little light tanks run along, particularly on this map, and get into that position and do a great job. So that's why I thought, oh, you know what, I'm going to show it, so that way then you guys know. There are lots of positions in lots of the maps where you can actually go to bushes, trees and things like that where you can spot and you don't have to do any real work. You can have positions like this one where you can be aggressive more or less, but you've got to be a smart aggressive where you've got to use all the terrain to your advantage and say, hey, look, I'm here, come get me. And normally sometimes people do run out. Unfortunately no one ran out at me on this map. So it does make it very difficult to show what people can do when they get a light tank that comes in and fears. It makes sort of a bit of a fear-mongering moment. But outside of that, guys, look, this is the smart way of doing things. I'll show you the results. I don't think they were as great as I hoped by damage by systems, but it was good enough. And that's the way I look at it sometimes. So let's have a look at those results. Alright guys, like as you can see, was this a double star for the day? Actually it was 3 times. First win of the day. There you go. Didn't anticipate that. So you can see 4,000 XPs and 37,000 credits. Mastery badge 1. So probably if I hadn't died, this may have been another ace tanker battle. Good chance of it. As you can see, I spotted a phenomenal amount of tanks. Not quite a patrol duty like I did in my ace tanker badge, but nonetheless, generally everything that was spotted was killed, and that's as simple as it gets sometimes. Damage wise, yeah, probably not that great. Where am I? I can't even see where I am. My fingers over myself and I didn't even know it. 535, so not too bad, but the XP I've got. Detailed report, 2,300 damage by my assistants, just from being in that position to spot those targets. And it's just, and that's as simple as it gets as a light tank. You've got to keep these things in mind, guys. As a light tank, your role is not a sacrifice to the other team just to get yourself killed. You've got terrible matchmaking to start with. As you can see, that was a tier 7 battle. There were some pretty decent tanks you got to go up against in that battle, like KV2. Yeah, that's nothing to shy at. T29 now, he was AFK. But if you look at a lot of their team, like there's their light tank, 0 damage. There's their light tank, 0 damage. As much as Azar and Pro got 0 damage. Pro spotted an enemy, but didn't do really any damage. Azara, 1,000. She didn't do any damage, but she spotted someone, and she spotted a few targets, and it got her 1,000 damage. Damage upon detecting other units. And that's generally the difference. Like, you've got to think about your light tank. It may not have a great gun on it, but it does have a decent spotting range, and if you do the right things in your tank and you play the smart positions, like Zara going over to the left hand side of the map. If there is a map picture though, there's not on these things. There used to be. Actually in here. No, there used to be a picture, I remember there used to be, of the maps. Maybe it's gone now. That's right, it's in the other screen before this one, the replay screen. It can be as simple as that, guys. Look, I don't know how else to say this. Like, nothing due to his assistance, nothing due to his assistance, and that's the thing. These, like the KV2, very strong tank. I've had some smashes, and you guys, if you've watched my replays, have seen the games I played. He was obviously out of position, and it's killed him. I won't even go into an AFK guy. That's just silly. Lee Peasel F5. Now, I've seen Kaz and his, and that thing is pretty powerful. How he didn't do really any damage is beyond me. Tiger Peak, yeah, another very strong tank. Angling right. Now, look, he has spotted for 1,000 damage, so it's not too bad, but I've taken some serious damage of this tank, and I've dealt some serious damage. So I look at these guys, all was 0. The Gunwilly Panther, yes, scumbag, you get games like that. ELC AMX coming tearing down like he did towards me, probably not the smartest of moves. It didn't really help him in any way, shape or form. The M7, another great tank. I don't know whether he's got the top gun or not. But I've had some great games in this one too, using it as either a spotter. The M7's quite quick enough to be in a light tank role. T150, okay, look at that, blocked 1,000. That tank is a very strong tank on the front, and why he didn't do better is beyond me, but he got stuck because of me, and that's what kept his damage down so low. I think that was all he did on me. So you got to look at, like, that position I was in destroyed their team from actually having a monster game. Compared to what you see over here, yeah, a couple of high damages. The M12s both did great jobs in the damage rate. But no one did anything really outstanding in this battle. And that's the difference, guys. Now, interesting. Oh no, okay. I was just getting confused for a second then. So guys, look, play your scouts smart. Don't do reckless things. Keep yourselves alive. You are a backbone to the team, even in terrible matches where you're against tier 7 tanks or tier 6 derp tanks. You've got to play the game right. If you don't play it right, you're going to have bad results. But outside of that, guys, enjoy your gaming, happy hunting, and I'll catch you on those battlefields.